U.S. Ambassador to China Max Baucus and several consuls around the country held a video conference today to talk about the new visa policy for Chinese nationals. Baucus said he hopes the extended maximum visa length for China will help attract more young Chinese people to study in America. Reporter Zhang Ningben was at the session at the U.S. consulate here in Shanghai.
The new rules that U.S. President Barack Obama announced last week extend the visa validity for Chinese students and exchange visitors from the previous 1 year to 5 years. Baucus said he's happy to see more students benefit from the policy and said he personally knows how important overseas study can be.
My time abroad, when I was a student, was one of the driving forces in my decision to go into public service. Frankly, I spent 6 months studying abroad in France. Then I spent another 1 year with a knapsack on my back and a handbag, and I hitchhiked around the world for 1 year.
A report from New York this week says more than 274,000 Chinese were studying at U.S. universities last year, up more than 16% from the previous academic year. And it says there are now 5 times as many Chinese students there as there were in the year 2000. And the man in charge of the U.S. consulate visa section here says there have been other changes.
10 years ago, they were primarily graduate students who were going to the United States. Now there are more undergraduates bound for 4-year colleges and universities, and an increasing number of students who are already enrolling in high school and even elementary school in the United States.
One local student placement agency for overseas schools says many parents and students have been asking about studying in the United States since the new visa policy was announced. The manager says extending the validity to 10 years for short-term business and tourist travel could benefit the students as well.
Many students' parents will go to the United States to visit their kids, so a 10-year U.S. visa could save them a lot of time and money. They could go to America to be with their kids many times during the 10 years. That really makes it very convenient for Chinese students and parents. So a lot of them have been asking about the new policy these days, many more than normal.
Wang says the approval rate for Chinese students applying for U.S. visas here in Shanghai is more than 90%, higher than any other Chinese city. And the Chinese students contributed more than $8 billion to the U.S. economy last year. Zhang Ningben, Shanghai Live.